Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Smart Investor Market Show, where smart investors get their up-to-date price analysis and market information. Well, it's good to be back. Last week we had shows and we did put out some videos, but it was fairly limited because of our limited capacity here in Florida. But everything at this point in time is okay. We can produce videos and are at full capacity now. So I feel much better about that. And thank you, everyone, for emailing in your support. It was really appreciated. Okay, so what happened? I believe our last video, the last one I made, was on Thursday evening of last week. And we have seen since then the market scream to new heights. I believe on Thursday, the S&P 500 was at a new high, and it was at a new closing high. And last week, what we had was the S&P 500 close at a new high, which was very positive for the markets. And we're seeing some minor follow through buying here with stocks. Now, the stock market just continues to move to the upside. This bull market is raging on. And yes, folks are saying that this market will turn around soon, and I believe it will turn around soon. But at this point in time, the market is still going up. And our philosophy here, when we're investing, is following what the market is telling us and following the latest trend. And the prevailing trend in the stock market is to the upside. There is no doubt in that. It makes no sense to be trying to short this market here or anywhere at this point in time in an expectation that the market will fall. And why am I saying this? Because I'm getting a lot of emails and feedback about the market topping out. This could be the very top in the market. Yes, it could, but it also couldn't. And this market has been going up for the last 8-9 years. So really, it's all about following what the trend is telling us. The trend is saying it's up, so I am on the buy side of this market and looking for buys, and that is the posture. If the market turns around and starts to move to the downside, then we will change our outlook, and obviously I will let you guys know. Okay, so the S&P 500 up to new highs today. Today also saw the market close at a new high. I'm just bringing up my quotes here. The Dow also screamed to a new high, and everyone on Wall Street is really excited. So the Dow was up 63 points at 22,331. The Nasdaq up 6, and S&P 500 up 3 points to close at 2,503. So this is the highest close in the Dow at 22,331. Looking at the overseas markets, we see that the European markets were up also. The FTSE was up 37 points to close at 7,253. The DAX up 40 to close at 12,559, and the CAC was up 15 to close at 5,229. Oh, the overseas stocks are good. Now let's just quickly take a look at what the FTSE here is doing. The It was up today. The tick hasn't come in for today. But let's take a look at what this UK FTSE has doing. We saw an interesting scenario where the British pound broke much higher and the FTSE has dived to the downside, eclipsing support here in the 7,300 region. This was strong support. As you can see, the market came here one time, two times, three times, and then the market closed below that support, which is very significant in the FTSE. So the FTSE is going against what the major market indices are doing. Also, another area of support to look at in this FTSE is the 7,100 region. If we do close below this 7,100, that would be fairly bearish, and we could see further declines in the value of the FTSE. Looking at the price analysis of the German DAX, we didn't see that breakdown that we saw in the FTSE. And following up with the FTSE, the other major thing that happened was that the British pound climbed to its highest level in since the Brexit vote. So we had a strong surge in the British pound and a decline in the FTSE. So that is something that we're going to be keeping an eye out on, because the British markets can be very, very volatile, the British pound and also the FTSE index. Taking a look at the US dollar index in general, the dollar was up slightly on the day at 92 region, 92.04, sorry. Now look at how the market is clinging to this 92 level. I've been speaking about the importance of 92 in terms of the charts, and we see that the market is just, it's not going far below 92 and it's not going much above this 92 region, and the market is really trying to decide which direction to go. And the question is, with the dollar, will we continue to break down below these lows, or will we see a rebound to the upside in the dollar? That's what we're looking at. If we see a rebound, that would give the bulls, at least the dollar bulls, some hope, because if we start to see the market really break down, we could see a very strong sell-off in the dollar, which has been selling off for the entire year. Euro up on the day. We saw that the euro is closing in near its high. Resistance in the euro is up at this 120 region, and support is at 118. The big mover on the day was the gold market. The metal was down over 1.14% on the day. And what we saw with gold is that we saw a breakout. Market broke to the upside and now is pulling back, which is very normal for this market. The market is pulling back, and we could pull back to that triangular breakout point. The breakout is not on the chart. Let me just draw the breakout here. So what the market could do is revisit this triangle. We could see gold drop all the way down to 1260, 1240 region before the market attempts to move back up. This normally shakes out a lot of the weak longs, and this is a normal reaction to a breakout in a market. So what we want to see is that if the market declines, what we want to do is hop on a board when the market really starts to get back to the upside, and obviously I will let you guys know. Okay, so the gold market is behaving as it essentially should after a breakout scenario. Now the other market I want to look at is the crude oil market, where we see oil attempting to take out the support in the $50 region and break out of this really non-exciting, anemic price action that we see here. And until crude breaks out of this consolidation, we will continue to see choppy price action. Taking a look at, what I'm going to do on this show is take a look at, I'm going to run through about 10 or so popular stocks, because folks have been asking really for more stock analysis, individual stock analysis. Now there are thousands of stocks out there. Obviously I can't get to all of them, but we'll get to some of them. And as usual, if you want a stock to be analyzed, what you can do is send an email and we will have them analyzed for you. Okay, first one, Bank of America Corp. Now this is a stock that I don't like. We see that just taking a longer term look, we saw that the market fell strongly from 55 all the way down to the $5 region. and most of this was during the financial crisis, and we're just in a recovery mode. I don't really like these financial stocks, and this is not. Yes, some folks bought in here at the 12 region, and we're at 24, 100% move, which is fairly good. But I generally don't like to buy stocks with this chart pattern and so much overhead resistance in it. Okay, moving on. Let's look at Reynolds America. We'll do about 10 here. Bank of America. Oh, the rating. If you are long, this is a hold at this point in time. If it breaks below $20 region, I'll be looking to exit Bank of America. Okay. Reynolds America, huge gap down. I mean, can you imagine you held this at 85 and the market gap down all the way down to 40? Not a stock I am interested in, and I would be looking to. It's currently in a uptrend. Let's just take a look at the longer term chart here. Massive overhead resistance. I would be looking that this is a stock I would stay away from. If you're long this market, I will put a stop loss on the $62. And if you are not long this market, I would not touch this at all. Okay. And Nvidia. Okay. Market screaming to a new high today. And this is a stock that has done very well over the last or since 2015. We see that this market roared from the $20 region all the way up. Look how beautiful that uptrend is. So this is a stock that has really skyrocketed and has gone parabolic. If you're along this market, I will continue to hold, and at no point in time I would sell this market at all at this point in time. So this is a hold. Okay, looking at Micron Technology. Market coming up on strong resistance in this 35 36 region. If the market fails at $36, I'll be looking to sell. So I would hold it until to see how it reacts to that $36 region. If it fails there, I would definitely be looking to sell this market. But strong resistance, it's approaching strong resistance at $36. If it gets down to 32, I will exit this market. Oracle, ORCL. At this point in time, this market has pulled back fairly strongly. Looking at the monthly chart, we see that we had a new high in this stock just above the $50 region in a 2-3 days ago. If I'm long this stock, I would be looking to put a stop loss on the at about $47. If it trades to 47, I'll be looking to exit for the time being. Just and just wait to see what happens, because what could happen is that the market could turn again to the upside. So I would just put a protective stop at 47. Book some profits if you bought this stock on or earlier, and wait to see if it accelerates to the upside again. That would be my recommendation. Chesapeake Energy stocks we have been actually focusing on these energy stocks over the last couple of weeks. And until oil prices are have probably recovered, this is a classic sell. At no point in time the S&P 500 should be screaming to the upside and you hold a stock with this profile of going down. This is definitely a sell, and if you're long this stock, I would get out of it as soon as possible. Let's look at a oldie. It's the final one we're doing. And it's Ford Motor Company. Similar to similar um, price action to Chesapeake. S&P 500 Dow is moving to all-time highs, and this stock is just in a classic downtrend. Lower highs, lower lows, classic downtrend, and this is rated a sell in my book. I would not want to be holding on to this stock. Okay, so we had a mixture of buys and sells. Just didn't want to give you one viewpoint on the markets. I hope you found this video informative, and we'll be having more stock analysis tomorrow. So again, if you want me to analyze a stock, send in an email and we'll get that stock on the list. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.